And we are live. Welcome, everybody. This is On Air with Chryssa Skodra. I was looking forward to this. I was just checking the weather here in Finland. Monday, 24th of February. We have 2 degrees Celsius, but it feels like -2 here in Finland, the country of origin of OneStream Live. This is my second episode already in this on-air series, broadcasted multi-stream live through the OneStream Live social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, as well as my own personal channel. So feel free to follow me as well at Chryssa Skodra. This show is powered by OneStream Live, the cloud-based platform that enables content creators to multi-stream content, go either completely live as we are at the moment. I'm live here 10 o'clock Finnish time and broadcasting to you, talking to a variety of platforms. And through my browser, I just have my laptop in front of me and I go conducting my show from my browser with OneStream Live, multi-stream to many destinations. So today's episode is focusing on the power of video, why video matters and why it should matter to you. Last time on our first episode, we talked about the power of personal branding and why everyone has a voice and why it's important to establish your online presence. So today we go a little bit deeper. We will look on video and why bringing your personal brand or your company's brand on video, why that matters. So stay tuned. I have a super exciting episode planned for you today. And I do have a special guest, Mr. Sam-Erik Ruttmann will join me shortly in the OneStream Live studio. He is an international hotel expert and he is the host of the Social Hotelier podcast. He's also an online course instructor. We worked together before. I helped him create his online course on video marketing for the hospitality business. So the focus is not on the hospitality business because the principles of video marketing and why video matters are universal. So we will take this approach. So stay tuned, take a coffee, take a cup of tea, take a glass of water, and stay tuned. Let me know in the comments from wherever you're watching us who you are, where you're tuning in. I'm completely live through the unified chat here on OneStream Live. I have a chance to read your comments. And of course, I want to say good morning to the US, good or very late mornings. I guess they're sleeping still, but good morning to Europe and good afternoon to the rest of the world. So hopefully I'll get your message as well. So let me know. This is completely live and let's dig deeper into today's show. Allow me to share my screen. I've prepared as a good teacher that I am, a little presentation. I just want, for starters, let me put also this for you. What I would like to do before I start is to show you a link, and I want you, if you're able to multi-stream now and you're not watching me from the metro or a bus or somewhere, I want you to take a quick assessment. Let me find it here for you. So if you want, go to this website, www.vark-learn.com, and do the VARK questionnaire. A few questions, a very simple set of questions, and it will tell you and me what type of learner you are. How do you learn the best? I urge you now, go and or Google the VARK questionnaire. Have this live on another tab on your laptop or your phone. Quickly do the assessment. It's an online quiz at vark-learn.com, the VARK questionnaire. Or if you've done it before, let me know in the comments, what type of learner are you? And what this means, basically, if you're not familiar with the concept. And let me share my screen so you can have a good understanding of what this is about. So here we have, let me now put it here on the spotlight. Here you see a little presentation I made for you. So today, as I said, why video matters is the topic, and how it can help you boost your impact for your personal brand and your company's success. And as I said, I want you to go to VARC to conduct the VARC assessment. It's a quick assessment. Let me know in the comments. VARC is an acronym. It stands for, V stands for visual, A stands for oral or auditive, so ears, hearing. R stands for read and write, and K stands for kinesthetic. So basically, upon conducting the assessment, or if you watch the replay later on, take your time and do it. It tells you what kind of learner you are. How do you learn the best? Many people think that they're something, but this is a good assessment. Maybe it will enlighten you and broaden your horizon. I myself, I have a very strong oral. I'm an oral person and then a visual person. And I also like to do things kinesthetically, like hands-on, practical things. And of course, we are complex human beings, so we're multimodal. We're not one thing, but we do have preferences. So why I'm sharing this is because it will tell you something about yourself. Last time we talked about personal branding. Now we learn about what kind of learners we are, what kind of people we are. And of course, it would be nice to see the different people. People have different learning styles and preferences. So please do the assessment if you want, and let me know in the comments what kind of learner you are. So let me just start now. First of all, the importance of video. Video is an important communications tool. It enables complex information through visuals. It enhances understanding. There's research done that tells that 90% of the information transmitted to the brain is visual, and therefore it's a very powerful medium for communication and business. And not just the visual part, but I want to emphasize also the auditive part. The sense of hearing is the last sense from the human five senses that dies when the body dies. There are still living cells in our ears that transmit information to the brain. So both the visual aspect together with the auditive aspect, I think this is the bottom, the foundation of why video matters. And of course, it's a great and engaging way. It captures the attention more effectively than text or just sharing images. It's said that 72% of customers, of people, consumers, prefer to learn about a product or a service through video. And that, of course, leads to higher engagement, bigger sales, and so on. And also the retention, the information that is transmitted through video and therefore audio, so visual and auditive elements together. It said that 95% of a message, when it's present, or people, 95% of people, when they retain the information better when it's transmitted via video, compared to a 10% while reading a text. But please do the VARC assessment. It's very enlightening. You will see what is your personal preference as well. But another element is the connection at the emotional level. Video has the unique ability to evoke emotions, to create that connection. And of course, the storytelling, right? I remember I've done 10 years of radio, and that's why I always emphasize this auditive part as well. And I was speaking to this invisible audience. What we're doing here is different, because yes, I am speaking to an invisible audience, but through your comments, and please feel free to send me comments in the various platforms you're watching this live show. I'm completely live at the moment and waiting for your comments. So I have the chance to broadcast to people that I don't see, but I can see their faces if they post a message and see their ideas, opinions, questions, and so on. So building an emotional connection. And therefore, as I said, this invisible audience becomes very accessible. So the video content, the brand content that you're transmitting, it's reaching out to a broader audience. It passes through the borders of the geographical borders. It goes to different demographic group. It reaches people that you wouldn't perhaps reach with a different type of content. And what I will focus on today also with my guest, and I see he's in the backstage. Perhaps I'll bring him already. I don't want to keep Sam-Erik waiting. He's an expert on this. So good morning, Sam-Erik.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I just started the show saying that we are completely live. I told about the VAR questionnaire. I wonder if you are familiar with it and if you have done your own VAR assessment. What kind of learner are you? How do you learn the best?
Well, to no surprise, I have a strong kinesthetic learning preference.
Learning by doing.
Sorry?
Kinesthetic means learning by doing, very hands-on.
Learning by doing, yes. And through hands-on experience, direct engagement with tasks, and to no surprise, I learned quite a bit of watching YouTube tutorials, and then if I hear something, I usually like to ask people who I learned from for some more tips. So that's my approach to learning. Because if I hear, I tend to forget. And when I see, I remember. When I do, I understand much better.
Mm-hmm. So you do have also, after kinesthetic, is visual or auditive your second strongest?
Yes, it is.
Great. Yes, so that tells a lot. And of course, you're a podcaster. As you said, you're a very hands-on person. You watch the tutorials and then you go ahead and implement them on your work. I was just saying in the introduction, perhaps you heard a little bit about the importance of video, why it matters, and not only from the retention, so how the brain works. And as of course, we're all different. But what is your take on this? Why video matters, in your opinion?
Well, it is an opportunity, first of all, to connect with people and also to develop trust. And you're sharing something of value to them, either through improving some kind of, you're educating people of some way with your knowledge, or if you have a business, you can create a brand awareness. And so in this way, I mean, when you're on video, you actually have a chance to feel the other person on the other side and create a connection. And live video to me is absolutely the best. It can be, when you're starting out, it can be a little bit of a daunting exercise. You're watching a green light in front of you and you don't always know who's on the other side. And that's why it's so important to engage with a viewer by asking them where they are viewing from, and asking them to say something. Yeah, so there's many things you can do.
Last time, someone says, wow, here in the chat. I got a wow message from a Facebook user. I don't know where the wow is. Here we have a hi Facebook user. I cannot see your face. It's due to the settings of Facebook and the privacy settings. But let me know if you're watching us from, who you are, where you're watching us from, and the message you're sending will appear in the screen. I have a chance to show it here on my screen. And we were talking about the last time in my first episode, the power of personal branding. You touched upon it. Let's go deeper a bit. How can video help in building trust, thought leadership, credibility? Why it's important to really put your face and come here closer to the people. Come closer, Sam-Erik. Come. Let's put our face here. We're real, we're streaming live. Why is it important to really show your face, your expression? Is it you become more likable, you become more real, more authentic? Why personal branding and video, how they go hand in hand?
Well, branding is everything, and there's some sort of a brand awareness because people want to know who is the owner of the brand, who is in charge of the brand, how are you going to treat them? They want to know that, and what are your values, and what kind of human being you are, and know if they want to invest in you or not with your knowledge. And the way you can project this through live video, because that's where you're creating the first of all the connection. And once you have created the connection, you can develop trust, and then you can influence in many ways and create sort of a unique opportunity. So brand doesn't mean only business. Your personal brand is very important. So whenever you show up in front of a camera, you are representing yourself or something bigger than yourself. So that, and then video is the perfect example to project that. And the secondly comes, of course, with video. And then, yeah, so that's in a nutshell, my view on this.
You're, as you said, you every time you put yourself on the camera, you're presenting not only yourself, but something bigger than yourself. And you're Sam-Erik Ruttmann, but also known as the Social Hotelier. You see below, I urge you to subscribe to Sam-Erik Ruttmann's YouTube channel at the Social Hotelier, and we'll come back to this. But tell me a little bit about what inspired you to go on video. Have you always been this kind of person that picked up your phone and made a selfie or made a video and posting this content, or how did it came about? Because it's there is a certain fear. I will talk to my next episode about overcoming and this kind of confidence building, but perhaps we'll lead into that into the third episode of On Air. But tell me about your story. What motivated you, and how you decided that video is something I want to do, or did it come naturally to you?
No, not at all, not natural at all. I was really, I had a fear of going in front of a camera because I was worried, well, how do I sound? How do I look? My fumbling of speech, how will people start laugh? So I had a lot of fear factors here, but I was curious to how I can develop a way to communicate through this medium as a video and live video. So I started to practice, in fact, and I felt that I had something I want to say, and it actually comes from my handle being the Social Hotelier. Is the background, my work history and my career has been working in hotels my entire career. And I felt that hotels are not doing enough to tell the unique story on and reaching out to a customer through video. And you still see it. They either outsource it to agencies, and I like to see that the employees of a hotel, the manager of the hotel should be visible, because when you're planning a trip, you want to know who you're going to meet and who you're going to deal with. And that's how really it all came about. And I mean, I've been doing live video now for, well, I think 2016 was the first time I went live, and it was with Periscope and on Facebook, whenever that became. And yeah, there was sort of a continuous learning as long as the tools are being developed, and it's less expensive. Less expensive to do video. We don't have to buy very expensive equipment, and a iPhone will do the trick for us.
And OneStream Live will do the trick for us. I just posted
Yes.
below. We're celebrating 7 years of OneStream Live, and there's a special offer to upgrade or to get the enterprise plan for only $99 or 83 euros. So I'm using, I started with the freemium myself. And of course, I urge everybody to go first to try the freemium OneStream.live. You can simply log in with your Facebook or Gmail and so on. And then I slowly progressed to the Pro, and now I have the Enterprise and so on. This is a great tool, very affordable, that you can do a lot of things, as you said, with your whether you can have the OneStream Live app on your mobile, or actually now I'm streaming this from my browser. And this is the beauty of this era. Tell me a little bit, Sam-Erik. I was born 1984, and I believe you come from a little bit different generation. So how do you say, or how do you see the situation? Do people really have to be tech savvy? Or is it that nowadays the tools are very intuitive, the help is out there? We go back to the learning styles, people who like kinesthetic and they read tutorials and they like to, or they're more read and write kind of people reading the instructions. And of course, there's support and so on, and lots of information online. Do you have to be a certain type of person to navigate into this landscape of content creation in today's digital world?
Everything is about that you are interested and passionate, and you believe you have something to share with other people. And when it comes to the age, yes, I was born 1950. I'm very proud of that, and I've been around for a while. And I started live streaming when in 2016. So then you understand at what age I started. But it meant that I was curious, and I really enjoy doing live streaming. And I started with different tools. So I've done with different platforms, and I have to give a plug that the OneStream is an excellent tool, which has taken a lot of the gold nuggets from all the platforms that has been developed over the years and put it into one piece. So it's a very well put together platform. And I think I see on YouTube, I see on podcast a generation which are from the same, and even people who have born earlier than me who are doing this, because they are sharing an experience, which is you cannot buy that experience. You cannot fake it. You have an experience or you don't have it. And when you share an authentic experience and a unique story, that is still what people like to learn about.
How about the live streaming as such? There has been in recent years, as you started in 2016, and I started perhaps a bit earlier, or maybe around that time. Of course, I was always very, very active. I've been a journalist in the traditional media. So I wanted to ask you, if we think about the traditional media, not everybody's a journalist, right? Not everybody has a platform. So I worked in the radio. I hosted a radio show in Greece for 5 years in my home country. And then I moved to Finland. So I hosted a radio show here for 5 years. I've done TV news hosting. I've written in the press. I see this way that live streaming is really democratizing news and content creation. Now, everybody has a voice, where I see it as a switch to democratize the landscape, also from the blogging days, back in the early days of WordPress and the blogging platforms and so on, Blogger, from the early 2000s. But do you see it that way? That is this a benefit really, that everybody can go live stream? It's affordable. They can share news, not only for the personal brand and causes that they feel passionate, but for their business, for themselves, for their nonprofits. Does it help the society a lot? Is it a sustainable and democratic way to for our planet?
Well, I think it comes with a responsibility. When you're going in front of a camera and project on live video, it comes with a responsibility that you have a responsibility to yourself and to other people, that you create that you can come with a responsible approach to what you want to say. And I think, first of all, you have to think along the lines that what is your purpose? What do you want to achieve when you are creating content for live video? What is really the purpose? And once you decide that, then you have to come up with some more ideas and create the idea of producing them. Yes, of course, it's democratizing, but that remember the millions of videos that are produced, if it's not every minute in the world, that you can be. There's a lot of noise there, so it's not like you automatically that you will be seen or heard by people that you want to reach. So it takes a lot of time to get into to be seen by people. So you don't expect that suddenly overnight you have million viewers, because that's the way it works. It's a long effort. But I think if you have a clear plan and you have a clear head what you're doing and you're consistent what you're doing, then I think eventually, and people believe that you're providing something of value to them. They're willing to listen to you and watch you. So yes, in one way it's democratizing, but I also think there's so much noise going on there, and particularly now that you get a little bit sort of it can be unnerving, and I think it's once in a while it's good for some detox time to shut down everything and then start again.
Absolutely. And as you know, you are a quality content producer, and I want to bring out to the people also educational, informative content. We want to really, as you said, it comes with a responsibility. I have a responsibility, I feel, to the audience, to everybody out there listening now, tuning in on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook. This is a live show, right? We're broadcasting to you. I don't want to say random things and create a noise. I want that everybody who stumbles across this content, if they have the patience to listen, and of course it gets their attention, that they will get out of it, that they will have something out of it, that they will be a value added. Because you see, nowadays there's a lot of content that is just a noise. And I think what helps now is that perhaps we can announce here the idea that we've had to help people who have something to say, something of value. I would like to announce that we are kickstarting here at OneStream Live the 30-day live everyday challenge, and Sam-Erik will help us with this. He has 5 years ago participated in an online challenge, or help guide content creators on his YouTube channel. So I'll put it here below once more, at the Social Hotelier, Sam-Erik Ruttmann. But let me tell you a little bit what is the thought here, and then we'll see how the videos and the playlist that Sam-Erik has on his website, on his YouTube channel, can help us. So many years ago, there was this online challenge, and I participated myself in it, and I know that Sam-Erik used it in his online course. As I said in my introduction, he is the course instructor of a course called Video Marketing for the Modern Hospitality Business. And we worked together on that project. That's why we know each other, from where we know each other. So now, listen up, everybody. I'm making a major announcement, and later on follow OneStream Live on social media. OneStream Live, we will put all the terms and conditions there in great detail, or my colleagues will do that. But I can tell you already that I'm inviting you, everybody out there who has something of value to say, and don't start now that, I don't have nothing to say. I think, as we talked in the first episode of this show on air, everybody has something to say. You just have to find what you're passionate about, right? And what helps, and what you can share with others, what you feel passionate about and you want to share with the world. So everybody out there, content creators, event managers, entrepreneurs, business owners, right? I want you to participate in our 30-day challenge of going live every single day using OneStream Live. So log into OneStream Live every day, create little video content with meaningful, valuable content. The hashtag could be OSL 30-day challenge. You see the information on our social media. After this live show, we will post on social media. And then once you've done this for 30 days, because they say usually that it takes 21 days to form the synapses of the brain and form a habit. They say the same for quitting smoking or other habits that people have. So 21 days is crucial. So if you do it for 30 days, then you must be really passionate. You must be really comfortable at the end of this journey. So you are geared to success. And then the jury, we will have an internal jury where we will be asking, maybe Sam-Erik can join us as a special judge, 30 three winners. So we will choose 3 winners that they will receive for 6 months, half a year, the pro license that it's worth $39 a month. So that's quite a valuable, you have access, a valuable price. You have access to OneStream Live Pro with all the top tier features. So stay tuned, OneStream Live for more information, but this is already the competition. I'm telling you, keep your eye and be part of the 30-day challenge. Now, Sam-Erik Ruttmann, in his website, the Social Hotelier, has a playlist with some inspiration to kickstart your journey. So tell us a little bit, Sam-Erik, about the video content that you have there. You have maybe I can show perhaps. So you can start explaining and I can already share.
Well, the 30-day, it started with a program called Live Every Day in April, because it happened to be in April. And the idea was that overcoming the fear of going in front of a camera, and also to clearly then create some valuable content. For instance, for the first day, you make a video which lasts for maybe 60 seconds, and what do you want to achieve? So that means he answers for the audience why. Or then you also, so every day you have a chance to develop a skill to talk about this, writing a description. You want to, what are the three things you want to learn while you're on this live every day? So I created this for every day, a small script or a challenge that you should take and to think about. And while you do that, you think about the reason why you're doing live video, and also that you are in front of the camera, and that gives you that skill. So for every day, here's day 26, and turn every day to a lesson was day 26. So you can explain in a minute what is the lesson you have for the topic. So this is just one example. And so this is I had a lot of fun creating it for you, and I think this is if you have ideas how you want to go about it, this is one of the ways. And I think I highly recommend that you give it a try. You can look at the playlist, and you can actually play one by one the video if you want to see everything, or you can just go day by day. And don't forget to subscribe to that channel, because it helps also the channel to grow. But this gives you a useful tool at no cost for you. It's just that you make that effort, and you will find that the device that you're going to use most of the time is the mobile device, and it helps you to kind of perfect your skills. So it's not necessary to sit behind a desk and your laptop doing this. So,
but I must say, for OneStream Live, I would recommend to use the browser. There you have all the features of OneStream Live, and of course, use the playlist of Sam-Erik Ruttmann on his channel, the Social Hotelier. Subscribe to him, get the inspiration, but stay tuned as well to OneStream Lives as we kickstart this competition. We will tell you all the terms of conditions, so you can participate and create valuable content. So let's now wrap up today's show and talk a little bit for closure. How do you see, Sam-Erik, the future of live streaming? What are the trends that you think will shape live streaming and content creation in the future? Is video still the king?
Well, my humble opinion, yes, it is still the king, and it will continue because it's you can tell your story at the moment when it happens, so you don't have to wait for things before they are being distributed. And I think what more and more people are going out, and platforms like OneStream that has maybe the application for a mobile device, you can go out and actually tell that unique story. And it doesn't have to be a cumbersome long video. It can just be 2 minutes or 5 minutes, and it's just about that you're on the spot and you see, I would call it the awe of the day. Something amazing happened and you want to share that with a lot of people, and that's what people enjoy watching. They spend quite a bit of time on various social media platforms catching up. For instance, they're planning a trip. You will always find somebody who has been there and who can also share with you why is it worthwhile to go to this place, and they share the video. So this is continuous, and because it's a low-cost marketing tool where you can produce this content, and there are more and more people jumping on, so it's never too late, in fact, to be doing a live video. When I started 2016, I felt, oh, I'm really too late. Everybody has been there already. And now still in 2025, when I go to platforms like YouTube, I see, hey, let's start doing live video. And so it's an ongoing thing. But the beauty thing is that because of the tools and the software has developed so much, so it makes it easier to do this. You don't have to be a coder, or you don't need to have strong technical skills. You just have to have the desire and willing to take a little bit of a risk to go ahead and do it.
And this is what I'm doing now. We are streaming live, multi-streaming this episode of On Air with Chryssa on OneStream Live, on social media of the on OneStream Live, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, as well as my own personal channels. I'm doing everything with my mouse here from my browser. So all this, what you see, the background, the tickers, the text that appears on the screen, I can maximize Sam-Erik as such and put him in the spotlight. I can do all kinds of work, and I'm doing it myself. It's so easy. The people behind OneStream Live, the developers have done the work for you. So the tools are out there. The OneStream Live support is fantastic. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of tutorials, written tutorials if you're read and write kind of person, or if you're a visual or kinesthetic person, there is video tutorials. If you want to talk to a person, you can quickly go to support, and within seconds, less than 2 minutes, they will give you the hands-on support. I even had to ask a couple of things, and in 2 minutes, I said, okay, let's jump in a call and I'll show you how to do it. So that was amazing. A big shout out to OneStream Live. And I must say that I've used different platforms before I migrated to OneStream Live, and I must say that the support was non-existent. You would send them an email and you wouldn't hear from them for a long time, and then you lose your interest, right? You wouldn't get the timely feedback and support you needed to continue on this journey, because if you encounter a technical issue and sort of it becomes a bottleneck, you cannot solve it, you don't find the information, you cannot really create the content you want in a timely manner. And I think consistency is key here. And Sam-Erik very well, how often do you push content out? You publish content?
Weekly. Every Saturday there's a new episode coming out on YouTube or as an audio format, as a podcast. So I produce every week something.
Yeah, at the same for me. I feel like I'm almost every day here in the OneStream Live studio, and I love it. And but in order for this habit to become second nature, you have to really get the support to feel that you're getting the information out there, and the tools are there, and they don't have, of course, every tool might have like a little bug or a little issue or something to be improved. That's obvious. But as I said, I'm very happy that I found OneStream Live now. I'm a proud brand ambassador and preaching about OneStream Live. It's a great tool, and I urge everybody to use it. And as I said, we kicked off today. I give you my thoughts already on this, that we are kicking this 30-day live everyday challenge. Do you want to be part of it? You have a chance to win the Pro license of OneStream Live. So 3 lucky winners, and not just lucky, the ones who make the best content. So surprise us. Stay tuned and go to OneStream Live social media. You'll find shortly after the end of the show, in the coming days, all the information, the rules, the terms and conditions, so you can apply to this challenge. And as I said, it takes 21 days for your brain and your body to form the good habit of going live every day. Sam-Erik, tell me a little bit how the live streaming has helped your career so far. What are the benefits that you see as a podcaster and a live streamer?
Well, I have developed a lot of friends, simply. I mean, that's I have reached out. If you know, I'm doing one episode every week. So I have 52 guests every year. And many of them I never met before in a person, but I made a connection with them. And this has helped me, and I have learned from them. I think that's most important. We have a mutual friendship there. We are learning from each other. And this is how it has helped me to grow as a person, and also learn about things that I didn't know ever knew before. I think it comes from being very curious and asking some curious question like you. You're a curious person, Chryssa, so you always ask.
I'm so curious, like you.
Yeah, so you always ask this question, and sometimes I don't know where did that question come from, but you have those very nice questions, and that's way how you are learning to about yourself and also learning about the topic. But I think the opportunity to be on a platform like OneStream, for instance, and doing live streams, is that you're connected with the new people who are finding you, and that's your kind of a dream job, in fact. And then I would think that there's no other way to do it.
There's no other way to do it, and I agree with you. The connection, the curiosity, there's always learning, lifelong learning and networking. I think this is great for all of you out there. This is a great way to reach out to people that you want to network with, you want to learn from, and say, hey, I want to and you, as we said before, you establish yourself as an authority on the topic, or somebody who's asking the questions. Because as a journalist, sometimes journalists have a bad reputation, but what I say to people is that a journalist doesn't have all the answers. So a journalist is not a know-it-all, because that's perhaps the bad reputation. Journalist, you know it all, or you pushing these lies or your own. It doesn't go like this. At least a good journalist, an ethical journalist, is a person who takes the microphone and asks the person who knows, the expert. So that's why journalists know a lot, because they're talking with a lot of experts, and they're sharing information, or they're creating an idea, an understanding of complex issues by asking to the source, going to the source. So I think that's why it's also, from the business perspective, if you're looking for a great way for your business to become an authority on a certain industry, right? To use the power of video, go live, invite experts, make your own employees brand ambassadors. Let your employees go live every day and share how great workplace you are, what they're doing. They could have a few minutes and have OneStream Live Pro. So get the Pro license, or start with the free version of OneStream Live. Use it as a tool for yourself, for your people, for your business. it's a almost cheap and free way really to create buzz, right, with meaningful, valuable content instead of the traditional advertising and ways. Of course, you can always boost your content and put extra money and boost your posts on Facebook and LinkedIn and so on. But you can do it organically for free, right? Of course, it's hard. As Sam-Erik, you said that it doesn't come overnight. Consistency is key.
Yeah, that's the number one lesson I learned, that you have to be organized in a way. I mean, for instance, if you are producing and developing a series of podcasts or video podcasts, which I do, is that you have to plan ahead several months. And so people ask, well, how can you produce every week episode? Well, the reason is that I'm continuously reaching out to people, inviting them who have something of value to bring to my audience, to join me as a podcast guest. And so I'm booking them out 3 months ahead. So if I'm booking them out 3 months ahead, then we do the live or we do a recording, and then the episode is produced. I tell my guests that, well, your episode will be coming out in about 4 weeks from now. So I always have this buffer, that I don't have this panic that, I have to produce something for this week, and what should I do? You never do that, because you're planning ahead and you're continuously developing new connections, and you will be surprised that you write an interesting book. I mean, I'm reading a very interesting book written by a marketing guru called Mark Schaefer. And so I reached out to him. I said, well, I bought your book, I'm reading this, and I would love you to come on my podcast so we can discuss about the content. And he said, with pleasure. Just reach out to me once you have read the book and we'll have a conversation. So same happened with other authors that have published books about various topics. So this is how you develop that connection, and don't be intimidated that somebody who is a world star that they will not answer. Well, if they don't answer, so that's no problem. But most of them they are like you and me. They are curious to find out what you think about what they have produced.
Yes, and I agree with you 110%. I've reached out to a lot of people. Some if the viewers recall, I hosted a special episode on Valentine's Day, and the lineup of the guests, I had 3 guests, one lady from Finland, one lady from the UK. They were the most appreciative. Hello, everybody. Yes, we have here some comments greeting us. Thank you for watching. Let us know where you're watching this live stream. We are live, both Sam-Erik and my guest. We are live from Finland. Do you know where Finland is? Northern Europe. It's -2 almost today. Only the feel is -2. I was just saying in the beginning, it's a cold, wintry day here. Not very cold, but I think if you're from somewhere else, maybe it's shocking to you. But I was saying about the people, the lineup. I had Dr. Gary Chapman, the best-selling author of the book, The 5 Love Languages. 20 million copies sold worldwide, and I contacted his publicist that I have this podcast and a OneStream live and my own, and they were so happy. They immediately replied with pleasure. So people who are, people who shouldn't be intimidated. We're all humans. That's my point of this. And I want also to take this opportunity to inform that Women's Day, International Women's Day, is coming up on March 8th, an important day worldwide to celebrate women. And I will host another special show the day before, on Friday, the 7th of March. So stay tuned. Other great guests have agreed to come here to the OneStream live studio, and we have a nice episode. Now, I would like to thank Sam-Erik. I wonder if you have any words to sum up everything we talked today, any words of wisdom?
Well, all I can say that don't worry, be happy, and just tell your love story and your message of love to everybody, because we need more of that in the world.
Great. And you're doing an excellent job. Look at Sam-Erik, how adorable he is, how easy to listen. You're easy on the eye and easy on the ear. You're such a pleasure to listen to you and see you. I always love your content, and I think you're excellent content creator and video content creator. And thank you so much, Sam-Erik, for agreeing to being here on air on OneStream Live Studio with me this morning.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It's always a lot of fun to be to join your episode as a guest, and anyone who wants to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on my YouTube channel, handle the Social Hotelier, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. So if you have any questions of anything, any sort that relates to what we discussed today, I'm very happy to assist you. And then we are developing a connection.
Great. So reach out to Sam-Erik Ruttmann and check out his amazing content on his YouTube channel, The Social Hotelier. You see the link below. And of course, remember the challenge. There's a playlist on Sam-Erik Ruttmann's YouTube channel, but stay tuned also on the OneStream Live social media. So follow us there if you're not. And we will post shortly about the 30-day Go Live Everyday Challenge with the chance to win 3 prizes of OneStream Live Pro. That's a great tool to have for yourself, for your business. Make sure you participate, form the good habit, and feel more comfortable on camera and going on air. Thank you, Sam-Erik.
Thank you.
Thanks a million. I will see you the next time we will talk. We go again deeper on the power of streaming and how to feel more confident. And I have even more kinesthetic tips. We focus on the voice, we focus on the smile, we focus on the body language. So stay tuned. Follow OneStream Live, and you will hear more when we go live for the next episodes. Thank you for tuning in today. Greetings from me. Mwah, kisses. Bye.
Bye.